Hello, it's me, Giselle. It's the guy who puts out these long podcasts that no one really listens to, and this must be annoying to listen to. To listen to someone complain about not being listened to at the same time being listened to is it is annoying. Maybe I'm denying the existence of the listener. Maybe this moment that we're sharing right now or you're having right now, because this is clearly happened in the past and you're listening right now, is it feels bad or weird or uncomfortable because I am denying the very existence of you, the listener. But I am not denying it at the current moment. I am denying it at the recording in the past, and in the present you are currently listening to it, the recording of the past, saying that you're not there, that there's no one listening. And I have no idea if someone's gonna listen to this part. I have no fucking clue if it's gonna happen. And I don't even remember these things that I recorded in the past 2 months, 3 months. Does it even matter? These podcasts that I've been doing in the new normal, in the quarantine, in what basically society has become, which is indoors. I don't know who's gonna listen to this. Who gives a shit? You know. Hi Blessy. Hi Jimwell. Hi Clem. Hi Aaron. Um, it feels nice when someone says that they actually listen to it. Um, it feels nice because it's it is a chore. It is a chore for you to listen to me because this is the ramblings of a madman. Um, I don't think this podcast will ever be a regular thing. In that it's going to have a schedule and I'm gonna come out with it when you know. Pero I think that's a good thing. I think to be the Stephen Malkmus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, to be the Neutral Milk Hotel, the elusive indie podcast, a cult thing again, the theme of my life, to be a small unknown thing, to be obscure. It's kind of cool, you know. Who knows? Maybe this is the fucking velvet underground of podcasts. That everyone who listens to this starts a podcast. Everyone in the asylum. Oh my god. I hope all of you are doing well. I am okay. I honestly, the thing about this is that this whole COVID situation, this whole quarantine thing, it has done me a good amount of good, a good amount of good, a thing of good, a unit measurement of good, because it's afforded me this long stretch of nothing to do, nothing to no place to go. Basically in a cage of a COVID cage, and it's given me a lot of time to think. Life is not good in the Philippines. There's a lot of shit happening, and that keeps happening. The terror bill has passed. PhilHealth is dead, basically, in a year. I had kidney stones removed. Oh no, they're still there. I had an emergency visit to the emergency room. And it's made me think a lot about what the fuck I'm doing.
I am Roy. I am a live sound engineer and a label manager.
Mm.
So, so yung label manager part, I am the booking agent and the road manager for several bands. And as a live sound engineer, I twiddle the knobs and the faders dun sa malaking desk thing sa mga live shows. So yun yung main responsibilities ko sa life.
So, pretty ingrained ka sa local music scene. Tama naman.
I would say so, yes.
So, how many years na ba yun?
3 years, I think, na yun lang ginagawa ko. Nagsimula lang ako as a live sound engineer, tapos nagkataon lang na, pwede akong maging label manager. Why not?
Nice. So, nagsimula, makilala ko lang tayo as a friendship natin. Matagal na tayo magkaibigan. I guess 3 years na or something, right?
I think 5.
5? Wow, damn.
Oo, kasi naabutan pa kita sa sa tawag doon? Sa Morato. Nag-ano pa tayo
noon.
Sa
Morato when we were doing
sa
open
Morato.
there.
Oo, so mga 5 years.
Yeah, there used to be like an open mic scene sa Morato, this like a independent bookstore that my friends owned. Tapos I frequented it a lot. Tapos I was thin and unhappy and terrible comedian. Tapos naging kong friend si Roy, who was also like
a terrible comedian.
A terrible comedian. mga stalwarts ng comedy scene pero hindi nag-hit. Pero like you didn't lean in as hard pero you did try, tapos you had some really good sets actually.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I think yung hindi pag-try, I think it was more of na-frustrate ako na hindi siya as linear as I thought it would be.
Oh, like I'll tell you a story and I remember.
Okay.
You had a killer destroyer na set one week. Tapos like parang I watched it.
The next, no?
The next, but I watched it. Tapos parang fuck, I feel bad about myself. Ganon. Not that I'm great or anything, ganon. Pero like pretty regular ako. And then you came back the next week. Tapos it's like it's the same story. Like for everyone naman who really did try sa comedy, it's so based on the crowd that it's not even funny para sa mga tao. Kasi I think a large part of being a comedian is consistency, honestly. Yan. Not even like necessarily spontaneity. Kasi I think it's performed spontaneity, ganon. Like the really good comedians can make it seem that it's the most spontaneous thing, right? Like it's like a one-way conversation. It's like it's so alam mo yung Penn and Teller, Fool Us Penn and Teller na TV show?
Yeah.
I've been watching that, tapos I see like a real correlation between magicians at saka comedians sa general makeup nila. Pero whereas I think sa comedians it's more about presenting that they are transparent and that that's who they are on stage. Sa comedy naman, it's more like I'm not here. You know, it's like if one is presenting that's their real self on stage, the other is like I'm not even here. Pero the end point is still fooling people, you know. Like,
and it's also the entertainment business, diba?
Yeah, entertaining. Ganon. It's just interesting. Ganon. And they all seem like lonely people in a way.
Yung pwede kong gawing comparison sa comedy, kasi ako I play music, diba?
Yeah.
Kasi
Vocalist
sa music,
ODDJOB.
I am the bassist and vocalist of this band called ODDJOB. Kasi sa music, kunyari, you can practice at home. Kunyari, may gusto kong gawing guitar solo at home, you can practice it at home for how many hours you permit yourself, diba? And then you become comfortable with it. Para pag tumugtog ka on stage, you don't have to think about it. Sa comedy, you really can't practice at home. Eh. I think yun yung pinakamalaking difference nila for me. Kasi I'm the type of person who likes to practice a lot in my own time. Pero, yun nga, sa comedy you can't do that eh. You can only like visualize before going in. Like, I'm like nagtutunog na, nagmamarunong ako. Pero, at least some limited experience ko as an open micer yung ginagawa ko.
We're just contrasting between like professions.
At nagfa-fail pa rin ako.
Well, you know, that's why we're open micers and not vets. Ganun. To your point about music na you're able to perform it alone or like practice it. I always envied that about musicians kasi you could just noodle on your guitar and it's already kind of therapeutic and like it doesn't feel like a wasted effort, I feel. Tama ba?
Depende sa guitar player. Kasi kunyari ako, I go in practicing with an idea. I don't really noodle. Parang sa akin, boring mag-noodle eh.
Okay.
Yung ibang tao na mas intimate yung relationship nila with guitars. Like, they just have fun noodling around. Ako hindi eh.
No, I mean, I guess when I say noodle around, like, you can play around sa bahay mo and it's not a bad thing to like...
Oh, yeah.
To play alone and like, if you're sad, you can play alone. Ganon.
Oh.
I don't know any... like, you know, I feel like it's a weird wasted effort if a comedian performs alone. It's funny. It's funny. We know comedians who do that ironically, ganon. Pero that's...
Is this Joker, pare? Is this Joker?
I did not
Directed
watch
by Todd Phillips.
I did not watch Joker. I watched Gigi Allen. Pero,
okay.
We'll get to that later. Pero let's focus lang muna on this. Pero like have you ever been like I feel bad. I'm gonna play this piece and it's gonna help me through this somehow. Ganon.
Well, sa music kasi you can like play other songs. You really are not constrained to creating stuff na ikaw lang gumawa. So, kunyari, like, if I feel down, if I had a bad day, I can just play, like, songs that I love and then sing along. And that makes me feel great. Kasi yung describe mong scenario, kunyari, when you draw, and then nakita mo na you're not satisfied with your output. Nakikita ko na medyo let's talaga yun. Pero sa music kasi, like, I can just play whatever. I don't even have to make songs. Alam mo yun. So, I think yun yung difference niya. It's very therapeutic kapag you just play along to songs that you know by heart and are important to you. And I don't know kung may ganun sa comics. Like, do you just draw like your favorite drawing or favorite character? Ganun ba? May ganun ba kayo?
It's kind of like that's so psychotic. If there was a person na parang I'm gonna redraw my favorite panel from Watchmen because I'm depressed.
Hindi ba ganon? Hindi ganon?
It's
God
weird.
damn.
I'll tell you what. I do get depressed, and I find that after like a major depression, there is a spike in creativity, like some sort of floodgates coming out, and I would be able to finish like a whole comic or something. I have used drawing as a means to deal with sadness.
And I think sa comics, mas obviously mas malapit ang drawing and music in the sense na you can do it by yourself and you really don't require an audience. Kasi yun nga, like, kapag kinakausap naman natin yung mga more successful comedian friends natin parang sasabihin nila na, weird yun kapag walang audience or weird yun kapag online yung set namin or something like that. Samantalang music or comics, like, you can do it, like,
it still carries
you can stream it on Twitch or something.
Yeah, I can see that. Kasi Post Malone fan ako. Niyak.
Okay, nice.
I,
Hindi, okay lang naman.
I do like, I listened dun sa, suddenly nag-show up sa YouTube playlist ko yung kanyang Nirvana covers. Tapos
Cover.
parang, they're pretty good. And they're just in dresses inside their house. Tapos parang, okay. There is, it's not that, it's closer to the same, I guess. It's still, it's sometimes, and somehow nga it's more intimate, you know. Does that mean that comedy is not it's not an intimate art form?
I think you can say that.
I mean, stand-up.
I mean, ang hirap, kasi stand-up, you have to perform it to a crowd eh.
Yeah.
Diba? I guess yung joke writing is the more,
Intimate.
na activity. I think the joke writing part. Kasi yun yung parang kailangan mo ewan ko, nakikita ko si Micah Andres na pumunta pa ng fucking Starbucks just to write new jokes. Or alam ko si GB naglalak sa kwarto niya for a good part of a day to write jokes. Mga ganun. So parang I guess yun yung part of comedy that's more intimate.
But it's an incomplete piece if not performed. Pero it's weird kasi I feel
I mean, music din naman.
Well, I don't know eh. Kasi di ba si John Frusciante yung gitarista ng Red
Yung
Hot Chili
current
Peppers?
guitar player
Yung
ng
current,
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, yung bagong gitarista ng Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oo, yung lumang bago na gitarista.
He stopped making music for a while for crowds, di ba? He just did it for himself and that seemed perfectly valid to me. Kahit yung sino yan? Si Rage Against the Machine, right?
Pero outlier naman sila.
Yeah, you know, kasi they have a body of work. I feel like the intimate part of comedy isn't even comedy. It's just dicking around with your friends. You know, I mean, yung actual intimate version of stand-up is if you're having dinner with your friends and you're just joking around, ganun.
Well, di ba may sinasabi sila na, well, I wouldn't say na sinasabi nila, pero ang pagkakaintindi ko, even when you're with friends, you're performing stand-up because you're trying to make them laugh. You still subconsciously try to structure it na parang it's a stand-up bit. Alam mo yun, like meron kang setup and punchline sa mga ano mo. So I guess that's the most intimate. I wouldn't say so. Like I guess it's a question more qualified to a more successful comedian.
I mean, merong intimate rooms, right? But even the most intimate stand-up thing would have to be a crowd.
Like 10 people, you would still consider 10 people intimate?
I would say 3, maybe, right?
Ang hirap nung 3. Yung 3 parang hindi pala ba kayo...
We did that the most.
Most?
Yeah, I think 3. Like, no, I mean 4. 3 crowd, 1 comedian. I guess.
Ang hirap ng 3.
Kailangan, I think yung magandang
I think
barometer.
yung 3 awkward eh.
No,
hindi siya intimate
Yung magandang barometer is yung the number of people enough to beat you.
Oh, okay.
To beat you up. Ganon.
So that's like 2 people.
It has to be confrontational, that there are 2 more people than you na you can't fight off. Yun.
Okay.
That's how you count crowds. Like
if mauupakan ka kapag lumabas ka at bobo yung sinabi mo.
If you insult their mothers and they start beating you up and it's a serious situation. That's
kapag ininsulto mo yung presidente nila, mga ganun.
DDS. So okay. What's your go-to music thing to sing kapag you're feeling down? It just makes you happy or like just helps you.
Well, wala naman akong go-to. It's more of,
Silver Toes na Parokya and
What-
Edgar.
oh my God. Yes, GE minor CD. Joke lang. Kung ano yung gusto ko at the time. Kasi, like, lagi naman nakikinig ng music and then I discover or rediscover songs that I like. And then, if I feel down, either I listen to it or I play it. Kung hindi siya mahirap, alam mo yun, kung kaya siyang gawin ng isang tao, like, I try to learn and play it. Yeah, like, wala naman akong, like, one song. Siguro yung pinakamalapit na would be Let Down by Radiohead just because it's so sad.
Oh.
It's probably the saddest song I know.
Let Down ng Radiohead. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Oh, it's in their magnum opus OK Computer.
Oh wait, so I have listened to that. I just don't know song titles. In order to of greatness, Silver
Greatness?
Toes.
Okay.
Greatness. Silver Toes. All Along the Watchtower. Yung original version ni Bob Dylan.
Ang laladang jump na yun,
Bob Dylan. In terms of songwriting and storytelling to, Silver Toes, All Along the Watchtower, Desolation Row, yung ano.
Desolation Row?
Yeah, pero hindi yung bullshit Bob Dylan version yung My
I love
Chemical
that song.
Romance cover, okay?
Oh my God, okay, Jesus
And then
Christ.
Pachelbel's Canon, the Rock, as performed by a Japanese kid on YouTube.
Oh.
Yan.
Alam mo, isa natin pwede pag-usapan kasi nakita ko to sa isang tweet kasi mainit ngayon yung huling El Bimbo stage play. I haven't watched it.
I don't wanna
Nakita ko
watch
na
it.
very mixed yung reviews niya.
I heard that it was problematic. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No. I can understand. Yun din yung sinasabi ng mga tao. Aside from being problematic, it's just not like a great play. Kasi ako hindi ako fan ng mga rock operas okay, not rock operas, but rock stage musicals.
Yung adaptation.
Na ina-adapt nila yung discography ng isang band. Like, it's just, hindi siya made for it. Siguro pinakamalapit na Mamma Mia, alam mo yun, and I enjoyed Mamma Mia, but still it had like zero story, alam mo yun.
Yeah.
It was just a vessel for ABBA songs.
As it should be.
Pero yung sa Eraserheads, may nakita akong tweet na isang friend ko na the Eraserheads were overrated anyway. Would you consider Eraserheads, the Eraserheads, considered the greatest Pinoy band of all time, overrated? Kasi pwede pa rin naman silang maging greatest band. Alam mo, hindi yan exclusive eh. Pwede silang maging greatest band
I think
as well as being overrated.
I think pwede silang maging greatest band ever kung somehow makasali sila sa Parokya ni Edgar. I think yun
Jesus
yung paraan
Christ.
para maging silang greatest band ever.
Yun yung parang in Rainbows, pati OK Computer pinagsama, no? Eraserheads at Parokya ni Edgar.
I like E-Heads naman. I think yung probinsyano in me is just memeing about yung Parokya ni Edgar kasi it's so funny kasi no one
It's so
likes
probinsya.
No one likes them. And I feel like
I think a lot of people I'm
no
sure
one in my
a lot of
friend
people
group likes them. I bring it up kasi it's a funny reaction every time.
Parokya ni Edgar. You'd be surprised kapag tutugtog sila ng 70s Bistro, laging ang daming kotse along Anonas.
Well, kasi Parokya ni Edgar sila crazy. They're a big band. Pero I'll just say na parang I feel like they really did exploit yung probinsyano vibes. Pinagkakitaan ng probinsya.
Yung normal person, normal Pinoy band. Yung normal Pinoy band na nag-a-appeal sa normal Pinoy.
I feel like they're a shitty
Pero
version.
Pero taga-Ateneo sila.
I'll just say, I think they're a shitty, non-authentic version ng Green Department. Ganon.
Jesus Christ.
Green Department is good. It's genuine. I feel like it's really punk Ganon.
Kung
Masama ba ang
kasi
sinabi?
pinapakinggan ng mga kaklase ko ng high school yung Green Department. Tapos
They're both shitty.
gusto kong tanggalin yung tenga ko. Tapos isaw-saw sa kahit anong acidong makita ko. The nearest one. Anything like no preference. Para lang matanggal yung Green Department sa tenga ko.
I don't know kung ano yung level na educational attainment ng Green Department or yung artistic merit nila. Pero feeling ko kasi sila Chito Miranda, they actually went to really good schools and like came from galing sa syudad. So feeling ko reverse progressive yung ginawa nila. Like nag-retrograde sila.
Oo.
Yun
Kailangan nilang mag-roll back ng firmware.
Yun
Ang
nga,
sama. Ang sama
pero,
na sinabi ko.
I don't know. We're shitting on like Parokya and Edgar. Dun sa e-heads, overrated. Maybe yung friend mong yon, yung nakita mong tweet or whatever. It's the same thing as when people say the Beatles are overrated or like I guess they are, pero they kind of have to be. You get what I'm saying? It's just
you can't be the greatest band of your time without being overrated. Ako, Pet Sounds personally. Pero kasi
you're a Weezer guy. We're both Weezer guys, so.
So mas malapit yung taste natin, mas malapit sa Beach Boys than the Beatles.
Kaya hindi ko maintindihan kung ba't ayaw mo sa Parokya ni Edgar kasi sila yung Filipino na Weezer.
Sila yung Beach Boys?
Sila yung Filipino na Weezer. Sila yung American na Weezer. Wait, sorry. Hindi.
Sila yung kapag ginawa lang ng Weezer yung Hurley at Black album.
Hindi. I'm taking that. Ganon.
Wait.
I'm not saying that they ever started with a good album. I'm not saying na may blue album ang Parokya.
Ang Parokya ni Edgar.
I'm just saying medyo similar naman yung themes, ganon, and like.
I don't think similar yung themes nila at all. I don't think similar sila at all.
What do you mean? It's like, Rivers Cuomo is sort of Scott Pilgrim instantly. Alam mo yun? Like, I love women or whatever. Dapat
may mga nagsasabi rin naman na mas magaling Velvet Underground than the Beatles. But at the same time, pwede mong i-argue which is the best band. Pero you can't argue who the greatest band is. Kasi when you say best, like opinion
technical
siya, right? Sa greatest kasi, I think for me lang
Okay.
yung influence mo outside of music as well, or yung outside dun sa realm mo, parang the same way Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. Pwede mong sabihin na LeBron's the best kasi he can do everything. Pero si Jordan kasi he had a worldwide influence on basketball. He had the first successful shoe line.
He had Space Jam.
Like, totoo yun. He paved the way for athletes to star in Hollywood movies. So, nandun yung greatness niya. The same way the Beatles revolutionized studio techniques. Sila yung biggest celebrity of their time. Alam mo yun, aside from being like great musicians and great songwriters. Kasi sasabihin ko na, hindi naman the best drummer si Ringo Starr. Pero you can't deny yung influence niya eh. Alam mo yun?
It's funny, wasn't there like that black session guy na he hated yung drumming ni Ringo and parang sabi niya, take a smoke break, and then nung wala si Ringo, he just did the drum track himself and no one ever knew. That's pretty funny.
May ganong story. Di ko alam kung totoo yun. I think it's just a legend.
No, I mean,
hindi ko sure. Kasi inaano lang na, they just shit on Ringo eh.
Well, yeah. I think people make excuses for Ringo kasi they have to, you know?
Kasi nice guy naman si Ringo eh. Siya yung pinaka-least problematic sa kanila, alam mo yun.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi si John Lennon, obviously, kung musician siya today, cancelled na siya eh. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Kasi, sama siyang tao eh. Pero galing siya musician.
I think,
galing siya musician. Parang si R. Kelly.
No, you can't compare fucking R. Kelly. Kasi this is the thing about people, Roy. John Lennon started out pretty bad and he was okay na towards, at least later, he wasn't
before
as bad
mamatay.
as when he started, right? And R. Kelly was R. Kelly and then worse and then Sex Cult. So it's not as if there was, and like I think si John Lennon owed up to that stuff naman talaga.
Okay.
Pero I'm not saying that like he wouldn't be canceled today. I'm just saying you can't compare him to R. Kelly We can't save. I know you love R. Kelly, but we can't save him right now.
Kasi gusto ko i-share sa world yung Trapped in the Closet, pero hindi ko siya magawa eh. Alam mo yun? Kasi masamang tao si R. Kelly eh. Pero ang ganda ng Trapped in the Closet up until episode 10. Kahit yung episode 10 lang abutan natin.
I don't wanna watch
yung pinanood mo na yun, diba?
I watched yung first part, pero like, I think he had peed on people by then, so...
Giselle! Oh!
I don't know.
Ang hirap eh. Like, ako dinedefend ko yung art pare, hindi yung tao.
Yeah, pero you wanna talk about Michael Jackson?
May mga sinasabi pa nga yung mga tao kay Michael Jackson. Actually, I got into an argument with a couple of friends na parang, do we give Michael Jackson a pass? Kasi parang, he was a victim of exploitation.
No,
and
it's really fucking hard, man. It's heartbreaking on a real level naman na he also went through that, and thus he is also a product of that. Pero you have to say at one point then. And I'll go back to like yung sobrang hate ko na Dave Chappelle joke. I don't know. I don't get it. Pero like he does say na and then yung joke niya about Bill Cosby being a rapist and also someone who helped in civil rights movement na you can be two things at once. I get that. Ganun naman. I just don't like yung point and joke kasi I feel like si Dave Chappelle is a smug asshole na millionaire. No, really. I really feel like he's a smug millionaire asshole, and I feel like si Norm Macdonald made that point better dun sa kanyang Hitler had a dog special. Ganon. Na yung point niya, even Hitler had a dog. So his dog loved him. So it's that idea of like, what is absolute evil. Pero like, I think kasi si Hitler is almost a caricature na at this point. And like, the Bill Cosby thing is just so reprehensible. It's like, they're both reprehensible. I think we can't rank this, pero like, it's just,
ang hirap i-rank na, no? Sino mas wala? Bill Cosby or R. Kelly?
They're horrible. They're horrible people. Ganon. Pero horrible people can also have done good things then, I guess.
Oh.
Yun naman yung...
But do you give them the credit, though?
No, you can give them the credit naman in that they are great musicians, ganon. Maybe just don't give them the money anymore, ganon. Or, it's on the listener, ganon.
Parang si diba?
I think we shouldn't scrub it clean. It's always like, we talk about the good music, pero we also don't remove that part. I think people who want to cancel also want to scrub everything clean that didn't exist. I'm not saying all pero like, it just has to be a part of the conversation. Like, it was very interesting yung kay Kobe. Rest in peace kay Kobe.
R.I.P.
He can be two things, and he could have done something bad, and he could have also done something good afterwards. The good does not remove the bad. The good does not remove the bad.
Is that human nature, Giselle? That you can do bad and good things at the same time?
Yeah.
What?
You can, man. Pero
my mind is blown.
Pero yun, I'm just no, kasi I think when people say facts, it's like trump card or like Yu-Gi-Oh card na parang mas mataas yung points ng isang to, so na-erase yung isa. They're both still cards on the table. Ganun. So you think, but I don't want to talk about Trapped in the Closet because I haven't really listened to it. Yun naman yung thing ko, man.
I mean, ikaw na lang, like, turn on your ad blocker, wag mong bigyan si R. Kelly ng pera.
Yeah.
I think yun din yung nangyari sa EADS, diba? Kasi si Marcus Adoro was...
oh man, that's fucking reprehensible. I saw
that's medyo sad.
That's so...
medyo
mean,
medyo sad at medyo what the fuck.
Sad for the girl, and like, parang... I can't imagine that you have a father like that.
Oo nga eh. Better na wala ka ng tatay kasi ganun yung tatay mo.
Like you.
I mean, ibang ano yun, ibang can of worms yung wala.
I'm
Pero
just
at the same
referencing
time,
your joke.
bigger can of worms yung yung horrible dad.
Yeah, I'm sorry na you don't have that, pero I'm happy that you don't have Marcos Adoro.
A horrible dad.
Yeah,
Oo.
like horrid. Like, I can't believe na someone could say that to their own flesh and blood, na parang it's just next level. For anyone not knowing, parang super abusive father siya sa kanyang daughter na
As in physically
abusive and also like mentally na parang magagang rape or something. Tama ba ako?
Oo.
Is that too much? Pero I felt like it was that.
Parang ganun yung idea.
Yeah, kasi
it.
magiinom tas it's horrible. Like, it's parang napadura ako nung nabasa ko yung parang, ganon.
I think kasi, okay, ang hirap kasi, I mean, it kind of relates to like the Michael Jackson thing, but not like same, hindi siya same na situation, pero kasi feeling ko, if sumikat ka ng sobrang lala, like, kunyari, E-heads, right? They got famous like what, 21, 22? Which is like, sobrang dangerous time to get everything you want. Alam mo yun? It's such a dangerous time to get everything you want.
Yeah.
Na, it's so, like, I guess you get stuck at that age and you expect the world to be as bendable as it was 15 years ago, alam mo yun? So, akala mo hari ka pa rin when you're like, not as, I mean, you're respected, but not as successful or as popular.
Not as relevant, ganon.
Not as relevant. So, parang you try to hold on to these things that you can break. Kasi, doon ka na sana eh. You were used to getting everything you wanted eh. Diba? So, parang, it's kinda like, yun nga, parang how you grew up with your fame. Alam mo yun? It's such a under
I feel like
how do I
it
say
stunts
this?
you.
Sorry?
I mean, that's what you said naman, pero like in short terms, fame can stunt you, like completely. Ganon. The expectations of so many people can stop your growth.
Oh. So, ewan ko, do we give them a pass the same way like a person like me would give Michael Jackson some form of sympathy, alam mo yun?
No, I think you can have sympathy naman for Michael Jackson at the same time condemning
what he did, diba?
That's just the situation of abuse. It creates this cycle. Ganon. It's a continuing cycle na horrible. Ganon. I didn't even watch the documentary. People just told me about it, and like I was like, I'm not interested in that.
Medyo laugh trip yung isang cut.
Bakit?
Kasi parang sa first part, they were talking about how great Michael Jackson was. Tapos biglang...
Yeah, it's a two-parter, di ba?
Sorry?
It's a two-parter where they actually talked about yung relationship nila with him, na he was a nice person, and then
Oh, and then sinasabi, we were like having fun in this ranch, blah, blah, blah. And then he started sucking my dick. Tapos parang, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I think at least that gives it credence kasi, and it goes back to the thing that we were talking about. You can be two things. And you could be Michael Jackson and a pedophile. You could be bad Michael Jackson and then also
really bad Michael Jackson.
Really bad Michael Jackson, or like Thriller era Michael Jackson, or
and the less thrilled in a different way Michael Jackson.
Gosh, I used to joke around when people were talking about yung Michael Jackson doc na bago. I kept saying, "Oh, I really like yung This Is It documentary."
Yung na siya, hey guys, I'm so happy that we can talk. Parang, he just died.
Yeah. Delian, horrible person. Complicated person. Sad.
Complicated person.
Sad person.
And at the end, like, I would still say it's a tragedy for a lot of people, diba?
Contribution of, kasi I think, people want their idols to be idols.
Squeaky clean. Oh.
You kind of that's what fame does. Then it really focuses one aspect, like floodlights on one aspect of this person, and the stronger the floodlights, the thicker the shadow. Sometimes,
Oh. Yeah,
Parang
I
ang
agree.
deep na.
And ganun din naman sa music.
Mhm.
I mean, ganun naman locally, alam mo yun. Hindi siya like, kasi di ba yung scale, kunyari, if you're like into West, mas global yung audience. Like, dito, maliit na nga lang tayo and it still happens. So, alam mo yun.
Yeah.
Fame is fame.
Fame is fame. And
At at some point, gusto kong ma-experience yung problems na yun. Please, pasikatin nyo ako
I think
in like great things, ha. Na, huwag nyo akong pasikatin na parang, si Roy Macasaet, ano yan eh. Nanapak ng lola yan eh. So,
no. I want din ng chupa.
please. Sinupa siya ng lola. Whoa!
Hindi.
What?
Si Roy Macasaet, ano yan? Trapped in the closet yan.
Mahilig yun kay R. Kelly.
No, I think we're both journeymen. You know that term?
Mm-hmm. Vagabonds?
No. Like yung artist journeyman na parang slow to rise, I guess, ganon, or just even without the rise, I believe we'd be participating in the art scene one way or another, ganon, in some capacity.
And I think may value naman tayo pareho, Giselle.
Yeah, we have value. It's just we know a lot of people sikat and stuff, and like nakakainggit minsan, pero I also am happy na I didn't get sobrang sikat at a young age, kasi I saw some friends like that, and it's hard, ganon. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like, but you could argue na the struggle then is also hard, ganon. So it's just like
It's a different potato.
It's a different potato, ganon. And I just hope na we all get to pay our rent.
I'd rather be sikat, no. I'd rather be famous than righteous or holy, pare. Sabi nga ni Morrissey, another problematic figure.
Wow. Would you want to be like seryosong legend status na sikat, or do you want to be like Rivers Cuomo na parang ill-fit
ina-idolize
to fame?
ka ng like a small chunk of the population, pero hindi ka naman talaga legend, ganun.
Or like, he's good, pero like he's not Kurt Cobain, or is he? No,
Or is he?
You know what I'm saying? Parang he's like he's not a rock star,
Well, kasi yung personality niya, hindi naman siya, alam mo yung rockstar, may irreverence, alam mo yun, they just follow kung ano yung gusto nila.
Yeah.
I think yun yung napansin ko sa rockstars.
He did that for Pinkerton, di ba?
Si Rivers Cuomo kasi mas calculated kind of guy eh.
Yeah, I mean, he's a scholar of the form, and I feel like I relate to him on a lot of levels kasi I'm a scholar of yung form that I like, ganun. Maybe to a fault pa nga. It's just, it's so fun to study, Ewan ko.
What if nung nirelease ni Rivers yung Pinkerton, tapos nagpakamatay siya? Kasing astig ba siya ni Kurt Cobain?
Hindi. Kasi siya si Rivers Cuomo.
Kasi yung last song niya sa second album niya, Just Being a Bitch.
Kasing astig ba siya ni... No, yeah. I think, dying and not outstaying your welcome really solidifies some sort of star. And, pero like, I've been watching a lot of Todd in the Shadows in YouTube channel na music reviews and like mga retrospectives. And, what's that band? New Radicals? Ganon. Yung mga one-hit wonder bands, it's very interesting kasi they end up having really rich, non-turbulent lives. Yeah, pero like they have masterpieces, ganon. And they didn't kill themselves,
alam mo, ako like, naniniwala ako na if Kurt Cobain lived long enough, he would have had really bad albums.
Oh yeah.
As in really bad albums.
I don't know. I listened to some of the songs, tas parang what he made was I heard that he was going into new age or something more spacey after actually.
Oo, tapos pangit yun.
I don't know. I think would be saying na parang people love yung Berlin trilogy ni Bowie, right?
David Bowie.
Yeah, like maybe si Cobain could have been like si Bowie na he had a lot of phases and you just pick and choose phases, ganun.
I think si Kurt Cobain as flexible ni David Bowie though.
He's fucked up eh. He was really not fucked up like he's troubled. He was on heroin.
I think he has a limited amount of arrows with his bow, pare. Yun yung basa ko kay Kurt Cobain.
Parang si Rivers, actually. And
Well, sasabihin ko sana para si Noel Gallagher, pero I mean, si Rivers nag-pop album. Alam mo yun?
I think si Noel Gallagher is more he wouldn't be the guy na mag-iiba ng style. He's just fucking take me as I am, ganun type. Pero like, si
Rivers kasi may paki. Si Noel walang paki.
Si Rivers kasi ay experimenter to a fault. Pero not even like experiment na parang mag-iiba ng persona or anything. It's just so minute sometimes eh. It's all still the same stuff eh. You know?
Parang tinatry lang naman niya mag-pop. But at the same time, parang kaya mo nang gawin tong other thing eh.
I don't know why he doesn't want to be artful eh.
No.
I know why he doesn't want to be artful to an extent, pero I don't know why he wants to be so corny all the time.
Parang tapos na yata tayo dun sa face na yon ng Weezer. Alam mo yun, that red album, that Raditude era.
It's like
tapos na tayo dun eh.
He's Will Smith. Pero Will Smith didn't write Pinkerton eh, so Will Smith is allowed to be corny. Yes. Also, before Black Album, they released like fucking 3 great albums. Yeah. Nakainis. Nakainis yung Black Album.
Feeling mo parang eto na yun eh. Astig na yung Weezer ulit eh. Okay. 3 album yun eh. Alam mo yun? Tapos biglang nag-teal.
The new one is
biglang
looking good.
Black.
The new one is looking good. Honestly, that's the fucked up thing about the Black Album. It made me like the Teal album, which I hated. That's how good it is. Biglang nag-iba yung sliding scale of what's a bad Weezer album.
Siya na yung eh.
And I don't
siya
know.
Na yung worst.
I don't know what did it mean that they had yung guy from TV on the radio producing.
Mm-hmm.
What did that? Pero honestly, a Black Album has a really good Weezer song na the one good song done was yung
High as a Kite?
High as a Kite. I thought that was beautiful. Everything was shit.
As in yun lang.
If they could have just released it na yun lang, I would be like, wow, the balls on this band. Pero like, man, like, and then,
nagustuhan ko naman yung 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 may video sila na Uber driver sa Rivers or something. I like that song.
Is it yung the new one, yung Hero?
No. But the new one.
What's the fucking
The other new one.
What's the fucking
yung
that stupid
yung may alien.
Yeah, fuck that alien. Nakakairita.
Yung alien. Gusto mo yung song?
Pero naiirita akong parang ba't may alien? Like,
may mascot?
Ba't may koke? Bakit yung kailangan itong gawin?
But may malnourished koke?
Yeah, I don't get it. Naiirita lang talaga. Tapos bakit meron silang concert sa Fortnite? Like, masyado silang ironic.
Kasi cool sila. Like we see past all of it eh. Alam mo yun? tapos na nga tong era na to, pero yung pa rin yung ginagawa nila. We just want good Weezer music.
I'll just say, I feel like Weezer is comparable kay Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Yung
okay.
infantilized na parang, you can do better, pero pinipilit mo. And si Kevin Smith has actually gotten better na ngayon Again. Pero Weezer kind of tanked. Ganon. Again, with the black.
Well, hopefully the new one's good.
Yeah.
Kasi that last song,
okay.
Before yung Hindi Yung Hero was great. Kasi parang, bumalik lang sila sa roots nila. Yun lang naman gusto namin.
Yeah.
Gusto lang namin ng good Weezer songs.
I just feel like...
Yung simple lang.
I think yung greatest tragedy ng Black Album is they completely wasted the title. And I don't understand yung concept. Like, I didn't know when they said... I thought na the Black Album would be a metal album, like a death metal album or something.
Oh, di ba Darker Side of LA pa nga daw yung
it meant na they were gonna do R&B or something.
Ang layo.
And I think yun yung kaya siya Black Album. Pero like, Weezer, like, Rivers, you're the whitest human being ever. Ganun.
Pati alam naman natin na may metal influences yung Weezer Alam mo yun?
Yeah, I don't know if they just
pati sequel nga siya to White Album, which was a great album.
Yeah. So, let's move off the topic of this shitty band we hate.
Parokya ni Edgar?
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to movies.
Movies.
We became good friends kasi you're pretentious fuck when it comes to movies.
Well, nakakilala ako na mas pretentious sa akin. So parang less pretentious na ako.
Okay.
Relatively speaking.
Bakit mas pretentious tong nakilala mo? Like, what were the movies that this person was given out?
Kasi nanonood siya ng Asian cinema.
Oh, what's that? Why is that pretentious? Ano ba yung pinapanood niya?
Di ko alam, pare. Di ko nga kilala Yun yung malala. Parang nanonood ka Ingmar Bergman. Nanonood ako ng obscure Taiwanese or Hong Kong director. Mga ganun. Parang, goddamn. Like, take it easy, bro. Nanonood lang ang Wild Strawberries dito.
You're just a Western guy. You put in like a Citizen Kane sa top 10 mo.
I wouldn't even... Okay, ayoko ng Citizen Kane, by the way. Like, hindi ko pa rin gets. I'm waiting for someone to convince me that it is the greatest film of all time.
Seriously? I thought you liked Citizen Kane.
I like Casablanca na Citizen Kane.
Casablanca.
Giselle.
I forgot. Sorry.
Casablanca kasi, it's so fucking... I wouldn't say it's the greatest film of all time, but it's so close to my heart kasi it really is just a film full of caricatures, but it's the best film.
Who did you finger during this film and why?
Wala akong finger. Pinanood ko siya nung, like, I was 17.
Who fingered you and why?
In the ass. Pero,
you watched it
nga,
at 17 and...
Puro siya, like, it's just the best of its kind. Like, it's not the best film of all time, but it's the best film. Like, pinerfect niya yung Hollywood formula.
Okay.
At the time. Na parang you just put caricatures around two round characters. Alam mo yun?
Yeah,
and it's so romantic. It's so effortlessly romantic.
So, okay. Of the past 2 years, give me 5 movies you liked.
The past 2 years?
Yeah, or like that, yeah.
Hereditary was... I think Hereditary is the most... Like, the best horror film of all time. Easy.
All time?
Actually, pwede natin pag-usapan yung Hereditary lang.
Yeah, we could do that on a different podcast.
Pero, like... Kasi umahilig ko sa horror, but not, like, body horror or gore. Alam mo yun, kasi when you look up fucking... Like, best horror films of all time. May mga Freddy films doon, may Nightmare on Elm Street. Wala akong paki dun
What?
Wala akong paki dun Because they're not scary. They're more like, oh, he's gonna die.
No, I
Alam mo
feel
yun?
like, I feel like, The Thing is a great movie. John Carpenter's The Thing.
The Thing was great. Pero di rin kasi ako fan ng body horror. Like, hindi naman ako takot na parang, shit, mangyayari sa katawang mo. Parang mga ganun. I don't have that fear
Okay.
Pero kasi, since I grew up in a very trained Christian family, kaya mas mas effective
Sa iyo.
yung impact ng Hereditary kasi it's about a fucking cult.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Tapos parang yung imagery doon, I can feel it. I can smell yung tinitignan ni mom yung photo album ng lola.
Yeah.
I can smell it kasi parang ganun din ako
Yeah.
I had that photo album
Talaga?
na magkakasama sila ng cult nila.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? So, yeah, I think it's also like well written. Alam mo yun? You can watch it without the horror and it would still be a great film.
It'd be a good drama, honestly. Ganun.
Oh.
I honestly loved watching it kasi someone just told me to watch it, don't find out anything about it. And niyaya ko yung girlfriend ko and a friend, and then we headed straight for the cinema. And all I knew at that point was yung title ni Hereditary. And then we looked at yung poster. And I'm like, okay, I guess there's a girl, a weird looking girl in this, and a mom. And I didn't know anything else. And then I was screaming and also laughing. Kasi I feel like yung Ari Aster movies are they're very...
May tinge of humor din naman siya.
It's not that it's a tinge of humor. It's just so funny sometimes because it gets so ridiculously horrible that you have to laugh because it's so uncomfortable na it's I love it, honestly. Yung sa Midsommar, I loved all of your uncomfortable parts and how dumb it also was. And pero I loved it's scary and funny. You know, kasi I think that's the thing about horror. Ganun.
Horror.
Kasi it looked like the actual really horrible parts of life are so absurd as well.
Actually, pinanood namin ng friends ko sa cinema yung Midsommar. Tapos dun sa crying scene, yung group crying scene. Tumatawa lahat nung sa cinema.
I was crying actually at that part. I was legit having a sob fit na.
Oh shit.
No, kasi it was it was not a good time to watch it. And honestly, when the movie started with yung suicide, it was very triggering. And then it was also, I was getting mad at the movie. Kasi
It was hurting you?
No, I was thinking, fuck this movie, fuck this fucking stupid movie, I hate this is fucking sad, it's horrible. And then towards the end, I was also crying kasama ni Florence Pugh, and I was experiencing such a magical arc of it na parang, I get it, and I like this, and this is also really funny, and such a good time, and I really like yung stuff ni Ari Aster, and I just try to not it's also dumb, you know. He's also a really dumb guy. If you watch the short films niya, his first movie is super fucking weird. It's such a thesis movie and so shitty. It's about a black family and
I watched this. There's something about the Johnsons.
And it's a bad movie, but it's it's got all of the elements ni Ari Aster, right?
Oh.
But it's
yung
just
off-screen scream?
Yeah, and it's just but it's about this black kid who has a relationship with his dad na romantic. And it's just played
abusive.
Straight. Pero hindi abusive yung presentation Pinakita yung bata yung abusive dun sa tatay.
Oh.
Pero it started from yung tatay abusing it's just fucked up and weird. And I thought it was really bad na funny na it felt like so thesis pero
sobrang thesis film niya. Yeah. But alam mo na magaling na siya. Na may storytelling chops na siya.
Honestly, I wouldn't know kung magaling siya dahil ang movie na yan.
Talaga? Ako nakita ko na parang this guy got it eh.
I'm not impressed with I'm not too impressed with cinematography kasi it's so pretentious It's so horribly pretentious na parang I might think na okay, this guy has technical chops, but his head is up his own ass that I don't think I would care to watch any of his other movies. Or like, I watched yung other movie niya na, yung detective noir, about the
Okay.
detective whose penis is getting smaller.
Okay.
Super funny.
I haven't watched that.
Super lowbrow. There's this movie that I haven't found online na he did for comedy, Funny or Die, and then I think
Okay.
yung title is just Laser Farts.
Okay. Gusto ko siya hanapin.
Yeah, it's crazy. Uh, did you hear about
I'll look for
yung new project niya?
No.
He's
I
gonna
haven't.
try to do a comedy eh.
Nice.
I'm excited.
I would
for
love
that.
to see it. Oh. Actually, yun sa Midsommar,
Mm.
I didn't like it nung pinanood ko siya sa sinehan kasi I expected Hereditary 2. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Kasi it had the same beats, right?
Yeah.
And then I talked to you and then you explained everything to me. Tapos parang,
I-
ganun pala
I
yun.
think na
Oh
ano,
my God.
I think na I remember when you messaged me na, did you watch
Ang
Midsommar?
pangit niya.
Ang pangit ng Midsommar. And I was just getting out of the cinema and I had just a crying fit.
Oo
and
nga, oo nga.
Sobrang magic. I was like, I don't want to talk. I think my message na,
Hey,
I
don't
can't talk to you.
don't
I can't
ruin
talk
this
to you
for
right
me.
now. The afterglow is too good on this. Na parang, I am the bear and also I am Florence Pugh. We are all in flowers. I like it.
Yeah, might be.
Have you watched the Lighthouse?
I haven't actually. Dapat papanoorin ko siya with some friends pero may gig kami nun.
Oh,
and I
man.
never got around.
I've watched it twice na. I'm not gonna say anything, pero like, you, me, and Andren, we have to watch it kasi I think it's one of my favorite movies. And I don't want to say kung bakit, pero like, it might be the greatest episode of SpongeBob ever made.
Oh my God. Okay. Sige.
So good. Okay, other movies than Hereditary.
Na-finakap ako real good.
Mm-hmm. And not even like a horror movie. Like, it could be anything.
Oo nga. I mean, just affected me in a in a way. Let's see. Yung Aladdin na live action, joke lang.
Man, I was watching that kanina. I watched yung Prince Ali scene.
Oh.
And then I watched yung original scene. It just falls so flat. Eh.
Oo. It's like, hindi ko na okay, alam ko ba't nila ginagawa yun. Like, they just wanna make money, diba?
Yeah.
But, you know.
I wish they just got like si Jack Black so it'd be funnier. Yun naman. I get why Will Smith din. I'm not saying he's unfunny, pero I just like yung thought na Jack Black, you know?
It's such a difficult film to do again, no? Because so, like, the performances are so iconic and there are a lot of memorable scenes. Like, ang hirap nga na panoorin siya ng hindi si Jafar.
Yeah. I think kasi the animation really makes for good, expressive, cartoonish talaga na reactions na it's all really good pageantry and simple colors, ganun. And then, you round it out with like an actual cast and I feel like maybe like an Indian company could do a better job. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
They might actually do a better version of Aladdin, like a Bollywood Aladdin, than the Hollywood one.
Just with the bombast.
Yeah, just go
And the
all
excess.
out. Just fucking
Oh.
like, kasi I've watched some Bollywood movies and they're fucking great. Yung dance sequences and like, yeah, I think you can do like a live action Aladdin without it sucking, I think. It's not
sige.
even like yung ano lang. Pero like, yeah, that at least what I watched, yung scene na yun, it was like I don't care, ganun.
What else? La La Land, like hindi siya 2 years ago, pero La La Land I really like.
Yeah, I remember you loved. I wanna watch it now kasi nire-recommend mo. Like I had no interest in it.
Mataas yung chance na maayawan mo siya.
Yeah,
Pero
ayan.
like just hindi siya deep film. I think yung mga panalo niya, kind of backfired. Kasi parang people expected it to be this masterpiece. It's not like the same way I like Casablanca. It's not the best film I've watched.
Uh-huh.
But it just hits the chord in you. It's so like the things in there are so personal that alam mo yun, it's basically one of my favorite films of the past like 5 years.
Talaga.
Dahil lang it's so it captures that that old Hollywood like aesthetic, and B yung discussion between like hindi pa kasi na-discuss as much yung relationship between two artists na medyo modern, na hindi pretentious. They're just two people struggling to make it big, and they're in a relationship, and I don't think any other film tackled it the same way that La La Land did. Tapos ng time na yun, I just broke up with my then girlfriend.
Oh
so,
shit, sorry.
So parang, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Parang, you fight for what you believe in. You fight for the thing that makes you happy. But then, things with your partner who also wants the same thing. Sometimes, hindi yun pareho. Alam mo yun? Sometimes, hindi siya okay. And it's just a beautiful film. Alam mo naman, magaling naman si ano eh. What's his face?
Si Whiplash.
Si Whiplash guy.
I know you hated Whiplash. That's why I want to watch La La Land kasi you abhorred Whiplash, pero like you love La La
Hindi man
Land.
abhor. Ayoko yung idea of it making music a sport.
Uh-huh.
Pero I liked it as a film.
When you guys pointed out yung sa Whiplash, parang I kinda got it na parang, oh yeah, that is really a misrepresentation of musicians kasi it doesn't seem like that they're like that. A lot of them, ganun, like maybe it's just a really, but that's what I felt about it. It's like just this really specific one thing.
I mean, it's a sports film. Basically. Kasi parang wala namang drummer that goes up to another drummer and goes like, tangina, mas magaling ako sa'yo, tignan mo, bilis ko, Tapos parang, never siya naging ganun eh. Never naging ganun yung discussion eh.
It's an anime.
It's a sports anime.
Uh,
pare. Fucking No Country for Old Men, pare.
So no. So like La La Land is important sa iyo because of certain events happening around it and it just resonated with you, right?
Yeah.
Give me other movies like that for you.
Tawag doon? Yung John Lennon biopic, Nowhere Boy.
I have not watched that.
It's not a great film.
Yeah.
It's not a great film. But it's just so honest. And maganda yung representation ni John Lennon. Na troubled kid siya. Na just wants... Medyo Oedipus yung... I'm spoiling it for you. Pero...
Wants to fuck his mom?
Yung... Medyo... Yung representation, medyo romantic yung feelings his mom niya. Didn't meet his mom ever. Parang ganon, like, growing up, didn't know, like, he grew up with this aunt, never met his mom, blah, blah, blah.
That's so
Tapos
sad,
di niya alam sino tatay niya. So parang...
It's really sad na yung aunt niya, he didn't want to fuck his aunt.
Oo nga eh. I mean, hot din naman yung aunt niya doon. Pero alam mo yun, that's also another film that is deeply personal also. So yeah.
It's funny na it's... I think one of the movies, and I don't know if you'd expect this from me, I think one of the most important movies sa life ko is Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, it's fine. I enjoyed Guardians.
No,
I think it's the
like,
best Marvel.
No,
it's the best Marvel film, right? Would you agree?
Like, no, I saw that movie. Like, it's crazy how much I watched it 4 times, and like I think every time I cry sa sinihan, ganun. I think it was just a really rough time. Pero I feel like si Rocket, that scene sa bar, where he's like, I didn't ask to be made this way. I'm drunk, and I like I was like, oh man, like, nakarelate ako sa kanya too much. Ganun.
I think a lot of people related also to that particular scene.
You know how real to me that movie is? I was watching like behind the scenes of it, and everyone's in green screen. And I saw si Star-Lord, si Gamora, and I think si Nebula, and then two other guys and si Drax, and then two other guys in green suits. And my genuine thought was, nasan si Rocket at si Groot? Like, where's the giant raccoon with guns and the human tree? It's parang, those are the two fucking green guys sa gilid.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like, it's just horrible. Na it's I think the beats of existential angst there, and like trouble asshole thing is, I like it, ganun. Anyway.
Yeah.
Movie.
Ikaw, Endgame pare. Did you like Endgame?
Yeah, I cried then. Pero I also laughed. I also laughed hard sa start ng Endgame with si
Namatay si Thanos?
No, nung namatay yung family ni Hawkeye. When they disappeared and he turned around and no one was there. I laughed at the cinema. I like laughed really hard because it felt like parang Mr. Bean siya. Like, who? Where's everybody? Everybody's gone. I just went inside to get hot dog buns or something.
Hindi kasi ako, hindi kasi invested dun sa family niya eh. Diba?
Kasi I don't give a shit about Hawkeye.
About Hawkeye?
No, pero like,
Tapos naging edgy siya.
Pero that's a character kasi sa comics eh. And I was fan
service. Pero hindi si Jeremy Renner doesn't look edgy. Kapag nakita ko si Jeremy Renner, he's like a nice dude. Di siya edgy eh. Di siya undercut edgy eh.
Jeremy Renner is like a boring version of Steve Zahn for me.
God
Steve Zahn
damn.
is great. Steve Zahn's great. Ganon. Yeah, like what are your thoughts about Endgame? I mean, it's really entertaining. Wala naman akong, I don't scoff at the Marvel thing as much anymore kasi, but I was so happy last year kasi there were almost no Marvel movies. Tama, di ba?
Oh, almost
and it was
no.
just, can we just have no Marvel movies for a while? Kasi like there were a lot of great movies that came out. Like I was so happy sa lahat ng pinanood ko last year.
Kasi Marvel, they would take up all the cinema slots.
Really
Alos every 2 months meron, no?
It's so bland na then. Pero like at the same time, when I go watch a Marvel movie, it's enjoyable. But like it gets so bland, It's like,
well, you don't feel like fulfilling siya. Alam mo yun, para siyang
I watched Endgame twice.
Para siyang junk food. Okay, like I enjoyed it. Like I cheered in the cinema when I watched Endgame, especially the sa dulo, syempre, obviously. Like, I think it was like a boring 3/4 and a really good like ending. Alam mo yun?
I like naman.
It's like I was just waiting for things to happen. Tapos hindi na nagme-make sense. Yung mga nangyayari, para di naman ganyan yun eh.
Time travel. I was kind of disappointed that it was a time travel movie. Pero, I like yung Thor parts and it's whatever, like yeah, it's what it is.
Oh, it was a popcorn film. It was the best popcorn film, I think. I enjoyed Infinity War more just because mas interesting yung just following Thanos. Alam mo yun?
Infinity War. Oh yeah, that was also a movie. I forgot.
That was also a movie, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Wala na, sorry.
Alam mo, sa next podcast natin, dapat napanood mo na yung Dapat napanood mo na yung Joker eh.
Joker, you know what? I had a StreamYard call with a bunch of friends na mga medtech and doctors. And these are like my oldest friends sa college. And yung isa kong friend lives in Germany. Doctor doon. He said na, Giselle, napanood ko yung Joker, naalala kita dun sa Joker. Kasi comedian ka, di ba? Tapos sabi nung isa kong friend, parang, so ibig sabihin mo, hindi pinagtatawanan si Giselle doon sa stage? Parang, yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Yes.
Did you like Joker?
Next time na. Kasi,
sige.
Kailangan alam mo rin eh. Kailangan alam mo saan nanggagaling
I don't think I'll ever watch it. Pero, sige, we could watch it. We could do that on a different podcast, sige. Pero like, sige. So stupid.
It's so frustrating.
I feel so bad for Todd Phillips in a way kasi parang now he's a serious director, pero like I really think na most people don't consider him as a serious director, and it's just all all Joaquin Phoenix and like everyone else making him look good.
I would say that that's true. Naasar ako na nanalo ng best score yung Joker kasi it was a horrible score.
Talaga?
Oh my God. Parang
bland as fuck, ganun.
Parang importante na tong part na to.
They did the bongs?
So, ayun.
I don't know. I liked his first film, yung documentary about Gigi Allen. I wasn't kidding about that. That's a good movie.
Okay.
That's honestly, you have to watch that so you could get yung Joker. Kasi it's not as if this is outside yung wheelhouse niya as a director. Kasi obviously he loves misanthropes. And he did the best documentary about the ultimate misanthrope, si Gigi Allen. And I would highly recommend that documentary over the Joker. Kasi like, why do you need a fake asshole when you have the real fucking deal?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. Oh my God.
Tapos sobrang fucked up pa, dude, kasi it's like just, I think a lot of it was shot on VHS. Mga
nice.
May part doon inihian siya sa mukha. Ay, ganun, like crazy.
Gusto ko yun. Anong title?
Hate or something? Basta Gigi Allen. It's the only docu naman about him, I think. Okay, how do you think this COVID thing changes yung landscape ng local music scene? Obviously, mostly you are inside the music scene, and this is a huge thing that's happened, and it'd be interesting to talk about, and it is an uncertain time for all of us. Ganun.
Well, for music, at the very core of it, I think it's the worst thing that could ever happen to the music scene. Kasi unang-una, wala nang pera sa music scene. And people won't have money for music pa. And then the most important thing is we can have live shows, which is our bread and butter. That's how we make money as musicians. Sa gigs. Not really gigs, just like school shows, corporate gigs, blah blah blah. Doon ka lang naman talaga magkakapera. So I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Projections ay next year pa. And it really is the worst thing that could happen. I don't think, like, kung music venue ka now, like let's say your Root or Mo's or whatever, you really have to like pivot, find a way to make yourself profitable or at least sustainable pa rin. And it's such a difficult way of going about things.
It's weird kasi as a venue, all you really offer is your name and the space And how can you pivot that? You can't do deliveries of a venue. Ganon. Like, no one goes to Mo's for food. They'll just go sa Kowloon. Like, no one goes to Root for the food. Ganon. And somehow they have to... the only thing that I think of to is to stay relevant yung name, ganon.
Yeah, and yun nga, you really can't do much about things. Parang with the bands that I manage, we're just looking for sponsorships at this point. And maybe play some shows abroad na parang so far or Tiny Desk na pwede mong kontrolin yung amount of people who's gonna watch. Alam mo yun? Yun na lang yung hinahanap naming way. Like, we really can't find... Like, looking forward, it's even hard to record just because you can't travel. Alam mo yun? You can't go to the studio or you can't go to your bandmate's house.
There's no commute eh.
Oo. So, that's the most difficult thing for like, the music scene. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's very, very uncertain. I think the best thing people can do now is release new music. And hopefully, like, we have more time to listen to stuff now. So, yun, like, we really don't have any idea how to go about things now.
It feels
No money.
It feels like this is the you know, there are more important things than art, I feel.
Like food.
Like
and
food,
rent.
right? Ayuda. Alam mo, gumawa ng COVID song ang Beach Boys.
Okay.
Ayuda, Jamaica.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, no, I was on something important before. They're like, we understand your privilege of being artists and like and this is a hard time for anyone struggling as an artist and it sucks talaga. I don't want to make it seem na parang this is a vacation and we can all just make the projects that we want to kasi we're completely free to do it. Like, no, not everyone can do that. Some people need money, ganon. Pero hopefully for the people that can, ganon, it's somehow a productive, reflective time. Ganon. I can't imagine kung strain ito sa karamihan ng artists and like of course all people, ganon, not just artists, pero kasi we're talking about artists right now. Ayan, I don't know. It seems like such a standstill, ganon.
And it's you really don't have a blueprint, no?
This is the first time it's happened sa generation, you know.
So we're so interconnected that it's crazy. So parang like right now, I'm just looking for a job. I have a job. Like at the very least, audio related pa rin. So I'm fortunate, but for people who are like photographers or production designers, like kailan kayo magka-gigs? Like
yung proud people that I know, they can't do anything. They can't shoot. Ganun.
So it's just it really is just the worst. The worst.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Ganun. Sipin mo pa kung hindi ka middle class, right? If you actually had to
crave for food.
Ganun. It's crazy and like sobrang pangit lang ng the way that it's been managed by the government. Okay, you understand that it's like hard for everyone. This is a completely new thing, but I feel like on every level, at the higher tops, it's been squandered and it's been bullshit. You know, kahit yung the simplest thing of closing international travel early on, it was completely done away. And then yung constant militarization and like empowering ng police is just parang what the fuck are you doing, ganon. We understand that we need yung mga sundalo and police to do the legwork for a lot of these things, right? That's understood. Pero like when you say shoot to kill, you're just empowering people to be assholes, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
Ganon. Such a fucking shitty way to go about it. And like that was the podcast with Roy. It's my boy Roy. I enjoyed talking to him. We did not finish recording the podcast because he ran off to do work. Doing work fucking sucks. It fucking robs you of your kidney functions, man. I think a lot of you as well have had this realization that what is the fucking work that we're doing right now? What's the fucking point of earning all of this fucking money and we're locked inside of our fucking houses while the world crumbles? And I just I wanna not die because of doing work, honestly. And I think that's pretty reasonable coming from me. I wanna make art, and I wanna do things that matter for me. And I wanna feel good about doing that. I wanna earn money from it. I don't know if I'll earn money from doing the stuff that I like. I mean, barely anyone listens to this. But we go forward. We don't go backwards like the fucking Avengers, you know? There's no fucking time machine, you know? We aren't in the fucking cult of Paimon where we're giving our souls, our children to the devil, you know, for remuneration. We're just fucking here, right now, inside our goddamn rooms, or like wherever you are. If you're on the bus, in the new normal, listening to this, you're probably not on the bus listening to this. It's on YouTube, but like whatever. Like, I want you to reconsider the fucking roadmap that you're taking in your life, and if it's fucking worth it, you know. I have no idea if this outro is even connected marginally to this previous episode. I could throw in a couple of references. I'm good for that. I could be like, you just don't get it, man. I'm the Joker. I'm Joaquin Phoenix. You don't see it right now, but I'm doing like the contortions and shit. I'm a good actor. But, with that said, whoever's listening to this, be it past, present, or future, if you're fucking time traveling, I don't know. If this is like Steven Spielberg's AI, and this is like the last hard drive of the human race, and then you're a fucking future version of ourselves. We're enlightened. We're finally transcended from our bodies and our greediness and our destructive ways, and you're listening to this rambling 32-year-old comic book artist from the Philippines in the middle of a fucking plague. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fucking fun day visiting the ruins of what was once Imperial Manila. And I hope you don't have kidney stones, is what I'm saying. Thank you, as always. And peace out. That's weird. Fuck that.